Good morning, and welcome to Toronto's favorite news, ENG3U. This morning, we have a special report on Rob Ford's time in office.
Thank you, City of Toronto, for electing me as mayor of this magnificent city for another 4 years. In this term, I will make more changes to the city, and I will create better laws to run all those thugs out of my town. Thanks, Toronto.
Rob Ford has come in today to do an interview with our own Larry Walker.
Thanks, George. And right now we have Mayor Ford coming in for this live exclusive interview. So, Mayor Ford, you just passed a bill on distracted driving. Can you touch on this a little bit?
Of course, this bill is meant to stop the rampant amount of texting and driving accidents that are all over our streets.
I understand, but Mayor Ford, we have a clip of you recently driving distracted.
And our next speaker is Mayor Ford.
Thank you, people of MAD, for having me here on such a day. Now, I know that drinking and driving is a very terrible thing, and it is being dealt with. But I am here to talk about a much more serious issue, and that is texting and driving. Texting and driving kills more young people per year than drinking and driving ever did. So I am pushing a new bill.
Ford, what do you have to say about that?
I was in a rush to get to the conference, so I had to look over my notes to make sure I knew what I was talking about.
Mayor Ford, do you hold yourself above the law?
No, of course not. But I am the mayor, so I do have important things that need to get me done, even if it stretches the law.
Ford, how do you feel about Toronto's LGBTQ community?
I'm happy here to be spending the day with all my gay brethren.
Oh, really? Because you made a comment saying the only way you could get AIDS is from using a needle or being gay. Are you saying that all homosexuals have AIDS?
Oh, no, of course not. Just the gays that have AIDS.
Oh, so, just the gays that have AIDS can get more AIDS? What are you even talking about?
No, I'm just saying if a gay man has sex with a gay man who has AIDS, he's obviously gonna get AIDS.
I can have sex with whoever I want. Hey, Mayor Ford, we're in the middle of an interview.
Oh, hey, Doug. What's up? All right. I'll be on my way, Doug.
Mayor Ford, we're in the middle of an interview right now. You can't just leave.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
I don't think so.
Shut up, queer.
So, Mayor Ford, you were recently at the Toronto LGBTQ conference. How was that experience?
It was an interesting experience, to say the least.
Well, I heard you called a reporter a queer. Is this true?
Well, he was of gay origin.
Gay origin. Mayor Ford, you know gay isn't a race.
Yes, but I strongly believe that gays are born gay.
All right, well, following that, I just want to talk about your comment that was only gay people and people that use needles can contract AIDS. Where did you get this from?
I got it from varied sources. I get a majority of my information from Wikipedia.
Wikipedia?
Wikipedia. Most of my statisticians work on that site, so they give me most of their information from there.
Ford, you recently made some comments about women not knowing anything about politics. Can you elaborate on this, please?
Now, I didn't mean that women don't know anything about politics. They just don't know most of the things. So, I made a podcast that would inform women on the everyday parts of politics. Is this thing on? Go! Doug, how does this thing work?
Just edit it later, Robbie.
All right, I'm going to go sit down. Welcome, ladies, to my brand new political podcast. Today, I will be teaching you about politics. Terms. Now, I am the mayor. That means I rule over a city.
Rob, you don't rule over anybody. You're not a dictator. It's more like you guide the city and aid them under democratic government.
Done! Shut up! Lesson number 2, elections. Now, you'll have to go to a place like a school gym where you have to go and deposit a ballot that will determine the next mayor or person of power. Okay, this is the tricky part. When you're writing on the ballot, you have to make sure you check mark the name that says Rob Ford.
Mayor Ford, this is ridiculous. You actually think women are that stupid?
Well, no, of course not. But more men work in politics. So I did this to help inform women and get them more involved into politics.
Fine. And another thing, you can't force people to vote for you.
Why not? Free advertising.
Mayor Ford, there's recently been some allegations against you that you went over budget during your campaign. Can you elaborate on this a little bit?
Well, I can't say that we didn't go under budget, but I might have exploited a few things.
I mean, mayoral budgets are very high. What could you have gone over on?
Advertisements, posters, pictures of myself, yes. Pizza, platform. Well, as you can see, I like to eat.
Well,
So
we all do.
Exactly. So, donuts, pizzas, spaghetti nights for the whole crew. It's got very expensive very fast.
Well, being on the go, you must have to get a lot of food from restaurants, right?
Exactly. And some chicken wings. Yeah, that's good.
There you go. Mayor Ford, is it true that you sexually harassed a woman under the influence of alcohol?
Well, I can't deny that I didn't have anything to drink that night, but I can't confirm or deny what happened to what I did to that woman.
Well, did you harass her or not? Make a decision, Mayor Ford. God.
Apologies, Toronto, but Mayor Ford will no longer be accepting any questions this evening.
Ridiculous. I know. Mayor Ford, on to our last topic today. Is it true that you sexually harassed a female staffer at a party?
Oh, that was a complete misinterpretation of what I meant to do.
What was it you mean to do? When does a hand normally touch a woman's behind?
She just got in the way. I was merely walking and my hand accidentally...
So, Toronto, it looks like you've elected the best mayor possible. Let's look at some great things about Mayor Rob Ford. First, he hates gays and makes it public, and that's great because really, don't we all hate them? Second, he spent $40,000 more than his campaign budget allows, but it was on a vacation RV, which is great because we all love having a good family man in power. Third, he was charged for sexual harassment of a woman at a party, but it was way overblown because honestly, he just saw an attractive woman, thought, hey, why not grab an ass cheek? We've all been there, right, gentlemen? Fourth, he said women don't know anything about politics. But you know what? He's right. Because I just hate it when women are like, I don't know what a vote is. I don't know how to go to an election. So you know what? He's right about that. Let's support him. Fifth, he was caught texting and reading while driving. But being the good man that Rob Ford is, he didn't want to charge Toronto any extra money than he had to by getting a private driver. And to top it all off, he walked into the camera. Mayor Ford, what are the City of Toronto's new budget plans for transportation?
No comment at this particular moment. Ah!